Alright, we are live and
No.
recording.
Thank goodness.
Typical.
So I have just one question. Why did we decide to come back? What's
Because Dex said so.
Yeah,
That's
Dex
literally-
wanted us to go. He didn't tell us why until like after we got there. If I remember correct.
Isn't there some mission, some bounty after Go Turn because what's her
Yeah.
face? The girl who hates Dex has gone missing, and a different Mandalorian blew him apart.
Okay,
He does not do well around
in
Mandalorian
order
at all.
to
But
ensure...
the one who Crystal, right, who went out hunting Go Turn and has turned up missing, right? And they gave us like a last known location, didn't they? Or did they not?
They said she went somewhere toward near the Outer Rim.
Mm-hmm. But the Outer Rim's a big place, so it's hard.
Yeah, it is an Outer Rim. Toward kind of like on the opposite side of the galaxy from where you are, almost towards Bothan, the Bothan space or the Arcana state. There's somewhere around here-ish is where they said she went.
Oh, so you're probably on a galaxy map that I don't see.
I'm on the loading screen that
Okay.
everyone should be able to see.
Well, for some reason, and maybe like, oh, there it is. Okay, my screen only showed the half of that had Alderaan, and I have to drag it over
Okay.
And
So-
this thing.
that area.
Mm-hmm.
So somewhere over there, and if we look
Yes.
at if we say that she's over here somewhere outside the Rishi maze, then we could find that. Oh, hey, Camino's on this map. That's cool.
I could say that she might have went back to the EVH1. The remains are kind of located within that area, mostly through here.
Well, maybe, but why would she do that? That's a bunch of scrap, and that mask didn't want to keep that.
Wait,
To my knowledge.
in Bosun... Wait. Viserion, you were the one that had the mask last, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Where did you leave it?
Christosis.
And what's in that Bosaian space area?
Christosis. However, the mask was left on Christosis. She has the mask already.
So it's
Maybe-
probably easier to surmise that she could be on Christophsis, if not.
Well, at least she's been there.
Indeed.
Warden offers a suggestion.
Hold on. We haven't started yet at all.
Yeah,
I haven't got my recap yet.
indeed, I'm about to. So, in order to ensure that the rebellion does not get discovered as much on Alderaan, we decided to leave and give them fake locations of where we're actually heading, which is to Jakku, away from there, as we actually head to Mandalore so we could lay low, resupply, and probably get some information that Crystal was trying to tell me something. However, she is now missing. And during that, Selena and Dex managed to get some work with putting down dissidents. Selena was, I would say, John Rambo X Terminator that scenario quite epically, that I would say that everybody should be extremely terrified. Dex, however, came into contact with a Mandalorian from Death Watch and was trying to persuade them to, stand down and let's talk, except was blown up. Then the group found him, repaired him, except for he has a side of his head blown up and needs to repair that, and they made their way finally to the hideout to where Crystal and her clan is, and that's kind of like where we left off as much in major events.
Guy, you left out more details on that than I've seen in any sort of political statement I have ever heard. Holy man.
What, I left stuff out?
Anyone else want to remind you? I'm not the only one who heard, like, huh, are you sure that's all that happened?
Well, I don't
Okay.
remember much, okay?
I mean,
How about you do the
You don't remember
recap
much, you were
next
talking-
I heard
time?
a faint whisper someone exploded, but I don't remember.
So, since my player's memory appears to have failed him, allow me to remind you all exactly what happened.
Thank
So
you.
first and foremost, so everyone decided to take jobs on Mandalore to help raise money to cover the cost of repairing the ship and resupplying the ship because you were dangerously low on supplies. Selena decided to assist the Empire and find dissidents on the planet because it was a moment to release some violence, which she did spectacularly.
Wait, she assisted the Empire?
Yeah.
Yep.
What? Why?
From
though?
money.
Okay, I mean, we could have just assisted them to escape the Empire, but whatever. They would have paid us probably. Anyway,
not as much as the Empire would. Viserion decided that in lieu of helping Imperial soldiers recover in the medical bay, he decided to assist in repairing their ships. However, he had some difficulty getting it done in the usual sense that he did. It took longer than he thought he would. It took him all day to repair a ship, but he was paid handsomely for his work. Not that it was quality work, but it was work that worked enough.
Well, I mean, you gotta.
It worked well enough.
Stuff.
CT decided to stay back with Ryan and help repair the ship, which cost quite a penny. And Ryan has since sent the bill to Dex. Dex decided to follow in Selena's footsteps and took a job with the Empire, mind you, explicitly, to find the dissidents and to neutralize them.
However, Dex had other plans.
Hold. You had your chance to explain it correctly. I'm explaining it now. He got there and decided to scope out the place, got an entrance level, and decided to walk in, gun out, by the way, after scanning the area, sneaking through, didn't do what was thinking, but managed to hear and turn around just in time to see a gun point to his own head while he pointed his own gun at somebody else. And he was asked, "Who the hell are you and why are you in my house?" To which Dex replied explicitly, "I was hired by the Empire to find you." And it's like, excuse me?
yeah,
like,
that's
but-
not what you tell someone.
And he's like, but wait, there's more, according to Dex. I have decided that people like you would be very useful in fighting for the rebellion. If you come with me, we can do this. And he was like, no, that sounds kind of sus. I don't know, give me one reason why I shouldn't blow your brains out right now. To which Dex lied. I released my rocket.
You're breaking up a bit. Raising your voice. You're breaking up.
Dex replied, I reveal my micro rockets in my wrist to say, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Now, how about this? Let's both put our guns down. While he did not put his guns down, instead removed more guns, and said, and let's talk about this quietly. And I said, okay, cool. You're rolling intimidation, right? No, I roll charm. I was like, are you sure? I explicitly said, are you sure that's what you want to do? He said without a beat, yes. And he failed spectacularly. The next thing all he heard was a blaster shot and he passed out.
Well,
so after that, Ryan,
do we know where he went? Like,
we did. We got a last known location. Thanks to your work on his body, Ryan was able to pinpoint where he was using both the force and the location that was last pipped through his communicator. They went to go find this comlink. Found his body and found the guy who did it. Vex was completely taken apart piece by piece, and his head was removed again. To which also his head is now missing about a quarter of it, including one of his visual lens. He now has a permanent -1 to his cunning.
This sounds like a job for Ryan, but it sounds like I'm.
Yeah, it kind
I
of
love
does.
this.
Wasn't it a permanent? Wasn't it a -1 until fixed?
Yeah, it's until fixed. I say permanent, but like it's persistent until fixed.
Do you have any other mechanics besides Ryan? Does anyone have good mechanic skills?
I would say Viserion, but he didn't do too well last time.
Hey, I'm fairly good at it.
Okay.
And by fairly good, I mean
gonna-
I get to add my force rating to the roll. So I mean,
Were you able to put Humpty Dex back together again?
Yes.
Yep.
Actually, I could probably repair Dex myself. It just isn't gonna be as good as Ryan.
Hold on. So, Ryan and CT, Ryan and Helios found Dex, talked to the veteran, found out what happened. Turned out this guy's an ex-Death Watch member. And it's like he looks kind of old, like on the older years. It's like, yeah, please, he explicitly said, "Don't let that guy come back. If he does, he's not coming back to you." It's like, well, that's fair enough. And they have since warned Dex to not go back to the area. To which he replied, "But let me go back and talk to him real quick." They said, no.
Not what I meant real quick, I mean later.
What part of "never let me see you here again" did you hear in Swahili?
As in, you guys are going to be acting as my liaisons, not me. Since I can't go, but you can.
He said explicitly, if I see him again, I am shooting him on sight.
Exactly. So you guys are going in my stead.
That means you ain't going nowhere.
Exactly.
So,
basically, I'm grounded and I can't do stuff without being supervised. So basically, that's what's happening here.
So essentially, yes, that's the thick of it all.
I think my backstory for what I've been doing this whole time, I was sent to go deal with Chiss matters far off and away, and I managed to make my way back to the
He just disconnected. Oh, there he is.
I don't know what we want my backstory to be for while I was gone for a little bit, but I just think my character was sent away to deal with Chiss matters, and then he just came back. So yeah. I think that's the self-explanatory for me, at least. Where are we starting at, exactly? The Force?
well, I don't know about the rest of you, but somebody has to go shopping.
Or
I have credits to spend.
Well, supplies, right? Like, that's a big deal.
The Force, if you are talking,
Hello?
we cannot hear you.
Can you hear me now?
We can, yes.
Yep.
Fantastic. Sorry. There was a slight issue in the change of my voice settings that I did not like. So, nonetheless, we start our adventure, or resume our adventure, in the underground basement that is Crystal's hideout. You have been approached by Crystal's entourage, and they have informed you that Crystal is not around right now, as she's gone bounty hunting. They give you a list of the bounties on a bounty raid, where essentially she does a bunch of bounties at once, and then comes back with the total rewards of all of them. And you see the last name on the list is in fact Go Turn Sai.
Okay. What are the other bounties she's after?
Just miscellaneous, not important names.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, I want to ask her, I guess her patrons or her allies, you know, maybe her own personal communicator to get in touch with her?
They said they've tried that line for a while now, and they've not heard back, and they have not been getting responses.
Do you know if she turns it off regularly, or it is uncommon to not receive an answer?
It's not common to not receive an answer for this long. She's usually very quick with her job. She usually turns it off.
Do you have any idea of maybe a direct line to her ship's computers or anything like that, or what, at least an ID for her ship? Maybe I might be able to track it down.
They kind of look at each other for a moment. I'm like, And they well, come with us. And they began walking towards another area. In fact, let's see.
Plot myself on the table.
You all can place yourselves down here.
Am I done? Let's see. And I was answering a text for what is this?
You're currently in the underground base of Crystal. Dex's contact.
Crystal, this doesn't look like a starship.
Underground base.
You're missing the joke.
I want to go shoot pool.
Okay.
Listen, it's not easy to find these things. Anyway,
Spaceballs in the corner pocket.
I see
one of them.
Me over to the computer.
Huh?
Did they bring me over to this computer in the corner?
They kind of go over and they kind of bring up a log, and they show you kind of like her ship's pathing.
Okay.
Like kind of the places where she's last been. Like we occasionally.
Sorry, never mind. Keep going.
So they say every couple of days.
You're breaking up again.
We'll get a ping.
Yeah.
Hello?
We're a little lagging there, dude.
Yeah, you're back now.
This. Every week, her ship is programmed to send a ping directly to this base to give her last known location. So we always have a last known location.
When was the last time you got one?
Hold on. Now, the thing is, we have not gotten that ping in a little over a week or so, which is unusual. Either one of two things could have happened. Either she turned it off herself, which is highly unlikely. It's a heavily encrypted ping.
Someone turned it off.
Or her ship was
someone turned. I don't think her ship got destroyed. I think that's unlikely, but I have a suspicion more of like maybe she's been captured and someone's taken her ship and tampered with it. What was the last ping? What planet at least you guys had?
In order to make sure that in any case, should the coordinates be found, they'll show you. Let's say, boom. I'm gonna bring you to this soon. So they make a general sense, but they never give an exact location. They will say that her last known location is somewhere
East
around this here.
So east of Alderaan, got it. Right,
do you know where I'm pointing at all?
I can't see anything.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Alderaan on the screen. I see like a little symbol for Alderaan, and everything else is gray.
So, do you see me? See this over here?
Yep.
I see your line. Yeah.
Yeah, my line. Go all the way over here.
So wait,
This
she went
area.
from
No. Hold on. I'm saying you asked for the last known ping. It's over here, where Cody just pinged that.
Yeah, you can just hold shift and left click, and then that'll drag everybody over there.
Okay. So, but it is like kind of east of Alderaan in a sense of what I see on the map.
It's near Rishi.
I see I can't see anything but on the map besides Alderaan for some reason.
You might have to reload.
Give me a second.
I'm currently pulling everyone to what I'm pinging.
Yeah, I didn't see anything for some reason. And
go to the loading screen.
I'm gonna
Over here.
share what I see. I'm gonna share what I see because this is what I. See what I see?
You aren't seeing anything.
Yeah, that's why I was like confused.
So, what that marker is, that's currently Mandalore.
Where Dex was, or no? This is Mandalore. Yeah.
Mandalore. This is it's currently around planets of like Rishi, Moval, Arun, Yukio, and Manda, around that area.
They just gotta reload the map. I don't know what's going on with the map. I can't see anything.
I think it's. Oh no, not you're using.
What? What?
In Explorer 2.0, my worst enemy.
I can open
What?
up. I can open up different browsers, but this usually works. Why?
It's his browser. I just realized what it was. Like, wait, that doesn't look like Chrome or Firefox.
Yes, I'm a crazy man. Anyway.
But yes, I can't reload this part. I can preload. Let's see. Did that do anything for you at all?
Wait a second. Loading screen didn't show back up, and I just refreshed.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you at that point.
I can see every other map though, which is weird. Oh wait, I have an idea. Maybe this is. Oh, dropping my token didn't do anything. I don't know what to say.
I don't know what to say either, friend.
I see a big old Alderaan token though. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe there's something to do with that.
So you can see, you basically can't see the map layer, but you can see the token layer.
Yeah.
Strange. Nonetheless, so yeah, just for, I guess, your sake.
You just take a screenshot and just send me an image of kind of what you've pinged out.
I mean, yeah, I can just quickly share my screen so you can see, because I don't have anything on here that you wouldn't need to be able to see. But yeah, this is the area I'm talking about. This area.
Rishi, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get my own map of that same one. Star Wars Galaxy. That way I can just pull it up and look at it. What is that? Edge of the Empire, right? We're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it from the like the Force Awakens beginner set?
Listen, I put this is a loaded screen that somebody else made and used, and I've been so thankful to be able to use it. Don't ask me where I got it from. I don't remember. It's been
Well, I mean,
so
I wasn't
long.
really asking you. I was just asking, like, just in general, if. Oh yeah, because Jakku's here, and that was brought in Force Awakens, I remember correctly. So yeah, I think this was from the beginner's set. If that helped, like the Force Awakens set, if that helps.
Yeah, I'm looking for the same map. I'm having a hard time.
I think I have it saved actually. Let me see. Hold on. I can just post it in the chat if you want me to. If it's big enough to.
Go ahead.
Like if it's not. Okay, hold on.
I'm gonna rejoin session. I don't know if that'll do anything.
Alrighty. Where the hell is that map? I just had it. Galaxy.
Still didn't do anything. Maybe it's the character I have selected?
Well, oh, never mind. Here we go, and it's surprisingly small for such a large map. Post, which channel do you want me to post? Just general? Goes yes.
Game chat.
Oh, I just posted in general. I'll repost one. And
I had a mouthful of wings. Sorry, I couldn't add to you in time.
all good. Yeah, there we go.
Thank you, I needed that. Alright, I'm good. Anyway, so we were looking at Rishi. Did it just ping in? When you pinged, did it ping somewhere in that area? Or just on a planet? Mr. Force?
Oh yes, it was the last ping they received.
I didn't see your ping. Give me a second. Let me open back up your screen. Did you just ping in the area? Okay, ping in there. Got it. Alright. So, I guess my suggestion... I'm gonna look on the HoloNet through the planets in that area. So the planets in that area, from what I can see, is Rishi, Ukiyo, and Molvar and Rune. And I'm gonna look at just any reports of maybe battles recently, or sightings of Go-Turn basically. I'm gonna do that.
Are you doing a computer check?
Yeah, basically. I don't know if that's possible, Go-Turn.
It's not impossible. Mind you, are you going to use the public line or your own private line? Because since you're in the
private
Mandalorian sector, you'll be subject to Imperial censorship, should it be there. Alright?
I'm gonna use my own private line so that I can do whatever I want.
Fantastic. Please give me a hard computer check with 1 setback die, please.
Could I give him... Oh, never mind.
With what body?
I got a triumph, so I'm good.
I
Alright,
have my
so-
body, my friend.
Y'all built it up for... Oh yeah, did y'all take time to build up his body again?
Yes!
Oh yes.
I can build him, or did they? Or
The only thing
they
I
took their time building you
have
back
is
together.
that injury that needs to be fixed.
I could probably get rid of it for him.
Sure.
Do you have a
Alright.
spell, droid helmet, or whatever thing to fix that?
I could probably just computer repair it, whatever it is.
Well, it does have a specific difficulty to heal the crit. I don't remember what it is, but I'll pull up that list.
Anything out, Mr. The Force?
So yeah, you managed to do it in a relatively short amount of time. You're able to get recent reports of everything in the past 2 weeks that have happened in this area. Supposedly, sorry, there have been reports of a strange creature spotted throughout the planets. That throughout this system of planets that have been fighting other creatures. It's been basically fighting predators, prey. But what they've noticed is whatever this creature is not appears to only there's only been sightings of like no more than one of them at a time, and that whenever it attacks these other creatures, it for the most part kills them, but doesn't really eat them. It's just like it's killing them for the sake of killing them. There are very few bite marks on parts of the flesh or meat of the creatures that have been attacked. That are like missing as far as like show signs of consumption.
All right. Weird.
You will though, however, also ping up a medical report on Camino. That an unnamed patient has been taken in as of a few days ago.
Unnamed patient, you say?
Mhm.
And Camino is where on the map?
It is just right of Rishi.
Right of Rishi.
Yeah, the gravity silhouette remains right outside the Rishi maze.
Okay, maybe my map's just a little different. What's another close planet to Camino?
One more time, sorry.
What's another close planet to Camino? I don't see it. I'm kind of lost.
Do you see
Amanda?
Boston's face?
Mandalore?
Manda, not Mandalore, Manda.
Do you see Bothan space on your map?
Bothan space. Oh, I do see it. Yeah, I see Bothan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you see Tatooine?
Yeah.
Basically, try to go like those 2 points would form a right angle somewhere else, and look in the area where the right angle would be formed. Camino shouldn't be too far away from there.
Oh yeah, I see. God, you would think a planet as important as Camino would be bigger in text, but really not.
I'm looking for it, so I'm fucking.
It's a very different.
I know that's a weird way to describe it, but I was trying to find 2 landmarks you could find and then give you a good intersection point to find what we're looking for.
Well, I mean, like this map you guys posted is like, huh? Interesting.
Oh,
Well,
my map doesn't even have it on there.
It. Oh yeah, no, that thing does not.
The one I posted?
Yeah, the one you posted does not have Camino on there.
Oh. Oh, I didn't realize that. My bad.
Different map, I guess.
Slightly different, only so slightly. But here, let me stream again and I'll show you.
Yeah, I mean, I did screenshot the area on the actually, like, it's basically right next to Rishi, so.
So, ta-da!
So Camino, they said there's a medical report of an unknown person, like
Unnamed.
there.
Mhm.
What was the injuries? I'm just curious. Does it list or anything like that? Why they checked in?
It has been listed as injuries from a wild animal.
I looking over this information, I asked the kind of Crystal's entourage, like, was she hunting an animal at all?
They will shake their heads. Crystal
Was
hunts.
she known to hunt any animals at all, or beasts?
Perhaps in her early days training, but when she goes bounty hunting, she simply sits for her bounties. Unless she needed an animal for food, she probably wouldn't specifically hunt an animal.
Was there I want to look up if there was a bounty on that. Like the beast, I guess I just read a report.
Hey, yo. The beast is Go Turn.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
how Go Turn
true.
fights.
Go Turn has claws.
Oh, yeah, you're probably right.
I was
guess-
being pretty clear about, but apparently I was so subtle about it, you didn't even recognize it. Or how you don't care
it's
about
been a
Go Turn
while.
as much.
It's been a while, okay? So I guess I suggest to the group, I think this is where Crystal is on Camino. I think she's the one who checked into a place to heal up on Camino. And I think Go Turn is on Rishi. That's at least from what reports sound like, or in that general area, in those vicinity of those planets, because they've had reports of a crazed beast attacking people, and that no one really has seen it personally, even though they've found scores of bodies.
The play is to head to Camino to talk to Crystal and find out where she was when she last encountered Go Turn. That's the most efficient course of action.
Yeah, we should do that. We should go to Camino. What does everyone think?
I'm fine with it.
Yeah, Selena doesn't really have any, she doesn't have any, opposition to it. She's like, alright, how long we staying here till we go?
We need to leave immediately, hopefully. We gotta catch up before she moves on, so we gotta get our supplies and leave. Do we have supplies?
No.
Did you guys already get those, or no?
No, we did not get those. No one, and I mean no one specifically said they were getting supplies. So
Can we just flip a destiny point to say that?
You sure can. I'll gladly let you do that. Go on, flip it. You know you want to.
We got the supplies. All right, let's go. We need to leave.
Fantastic.
And I say, I'm gonna leave my personal comm link or personal communication for the Crystal's entourage, which is like, if anything changes, please reach out to me and immediately contact.
You're losing your personal contact information? Just land this phone number on the table. Here, call me when something happens.
They
no, I'm
already
just
have
gonna give it to, like, one
Dex's.
person,
They already
whoever
have
their
Dex's
leader is.
contact, so it makes sense.
Their leader is Crystal. I think I'd like to try to find something before we leave. I'll do it in a hurry, but there's an item I want, and Mandalore seems to be like the place it would be to buy it.
Sure. What you looking for, Sam?
I'm looking for a biofeedback system. It's an attachment. It's an attachment.
Funny thing, I actually have one of those on my armor.
Biofeedback. Okay. What is the rarity of such an item?
So it is a armor attachment, or an armor attachment. It is rarity 5, and yeah, that's what it is.
Alright, armor attachment, rarity 5. It is not restricted, correct?
Nope.
Alright, so considering it is not you're not a core world, but you're not quite in the outer rim. So you don't
Right,
make a plus
but
2.
But there's
Sure.
also the circumstances of it being an armor attachment on Mandalore.
Let me finish. Let
All
me
right.
finish. Gosh.
Yeah. Yeah.
It says, and since you're on Mandalore, the rarity is reduced by 1. So,
Okay.
at rarity 4, that's difficulty 2 for a diplomacy check.
Well, yeah. Charm. Or negotiation, rather. right?
Negotiation, sorry.
Yeah, I know. System stress, right?
Mhm.
So, negotiation, and of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those get added, and it's just difficulty 2.
Yes, sir.
Would you like to spend a force die?
Wow. You
Or
would
that's
ask
the point.
me.
I would ask. I'm just asking before I roll. Like, I wouldn't
Sure,
want to roll it.
Sure,
and-
I would like to. Thank
Alright.
you for being considerate of me.
Hey.
I only get so many times to do this.
So I've got 2 lights, so I'm just going to eliminate the threats with the 2 light and buy it at base cost. Yeah,
All right.
work for you.
And are you going to have them to install it for you?
I can install it myself later. We're about to go into hyperspace. There's a workstation on the ship.
I think actually memory serves, you can just, for like mods for armor weapons, you can just put them on. It's actually if you're modding the item that you would need to
Mm-hmm.
do like pay money to do the thing, but I don't know.
That is how that works, but mechanically. But if he wants me to make a mechanics check, I will install it while we're in hyperspace. I'm not
But
gonna.
yeah, if you take your time, sure.
Yeah.
Like, like trying to like mod something mid combat, like I'm not
Right.
going for that.
I might actually go ahead and spend the 100 extra credits to get enough material to be able to perform the modification to it while we're in space. So that'd be 3,400 total.
All right.
So
Thank
minus
you very
3
much.
is 9. So we're gonna go 8, and then minus 1 minus 4 is.
Anyone else want to do anything before they leave Mandalore?
Yeah, I'm looking for
Uh,
something actually. I haven't decided what yet though. It's a melee weapon for Joker. I
Let
believe.
me just need to look over something.
All right. So I'm gonna give y'all about 2 minutes. I'm gonna run and get a drink real quick, and after that, we'll go over what everyone wants to do before they leave Mandalore. Okay?
Sure.
2
I
minutes.
just
Got it.
I want to know if there's a way to edit my armor to add an attachment on this sheet.
Yes.
So
So what
mean,
you'll
whatever
do
you need.
is
so I opened Viserian's customizable armor, which I've
Mhm.
got. But how do I add the attachment?
so you press the edit button. What you'll do is you'll go to items, to item directory. You'll go to item attachments, and you'll go to biofeedback system. You said,
Uh-huh.
and just
So is
drag
that under gear? Item attachment?
It's just it's its own thing. It's right under gear.
Okay. Under gear, I have signature abilities, specializations, talents, and weapons. I do not have attachments.
How about now?
Now it's there.
Now you
Okay.
see everything in it.
I can.
So you go scroll down the biofeedback system, you grab it, drag it, and drop it into the character sheet, onto the customizable armor thing.
Okay.
And it
How
should
do I edit that?
So then once you have it in there, oh damn, it's not gonna let me do it. It's always the thing with these things, you know. It's never, unfortunately, a perfect system.
Okay, I can just add it under modifiers.
Yeah.
I'll do it that way because I know what it does, and then I'll just make a note in the editing that it does what it does.
Yeah. That'd be the best way to do it.
That's what I'll do. Easy enough. Gotcha.
All right. There you go. Yeah. I'll be back in, I guess, a minute now.
Yeah.
Once I wash my hands and, Yep.
Sweet. That's like 4 ranks of grit for 3K.
Yep. Biofeedback is awesome.
It is. And the modification on it is good too. The one, because you can modify it to get the +1 recovery.
Rapid reaction.
Rapid recovery, yeah.
Yeah, rapid recovery.
Right, so you recover 1 more strain at the end of every encounter.
Yep. Because my armor, I've got a, let me pull it up and pause my music because it's distracting me. Built-in superior strength enhancement system, bio support dispenser, biofeedback system, vacuum shield, and ion shielding.
Yeah. Where is that ambiance coming from?
But he's got in the actual table. It's in the actual table. You can go to this like a little music note in the tab, in the Forge page, and you can turn it down or up.
Gotcha. Okay. He used to play that stuff through the through Discord, and I would always mute it.
But yeah, the problem is they can't do that anymore because of the whole thing. YouTube links can't be played through bots.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
That's
know about
terrible.
that until it was pointed out.
I'm sad. That was a great feature. I don't know why they had to remove him.
Because of YouTube being butthurt over the fact that Discord was robbing them of views. That's the whole reason they did that. Problem is, whenever you play videos through Discord bots, it doesn't count as a view for YouTube, and then they started flipping out over that. So that's what caused certain bots to
Sorry
fold.
for asking, but does anyone know how to determine? I'm trying to determine how much encumbrance Joker has, and looking at his original stats under the FFG equipment since he's a droid. Does anyone know how much encumbrance he would have as a droid?
Should be Brawn +5.
Brawn +5. That's it. That's all I have to do.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty well how encumbrance works. Unless you have something else that modifies it, Brawn +5 is pretty standard.
Yeah, just from the droid race alone, it's yeah, I think it's the Brawn +5.
The 9 threshold.
Nine strain threshold? That's what he's got?
Okay.
No, the encumbrance.
Oh,
Alright.
nine encumbrance threshold. Yeah, that sounds about right.
With that being said, whew, back
Okay,
to
I
business.
found what I'm looking for.
Did you now?
Yeah. I'm thinking I'll be able to find this, and it's mostly an upgrade for Joker.
Is it a backpack?
No, it's an armor upgrade. I found a piece of gear to base it off of, but it would have to be installed by someone.
I'll install it.
I need to check. Hold on, what
I'm
is
good
the?
I'm good at installing stuff.
Do you want me to send you the force of what I'm looking for, and just I don't know, we go off
Sure.
of that? Alright. I'd have to upgrade his armor. I don't know how upgrading armor works on droids, but yeah, that would be an armor upgrade for him.
Huh. I see. Who's this for now?
Joker. It's an armor upgrade. I don't know how it would work. But
It's
insert armor.
It's a full set of armor on its own.
Yeah, I don't. Is there ways to look up? I don't know if there's any way to upgrade droid armor. Like, I want to upgrade his armor itself, his soak values, and all that. Is there any way?
I mean, they can wear armor.
They can't.
Yeah, just have him wear the armor and get superior or something.
He has a disguise matrix. It would be like,
You got pick and choose.
I
Rogues
can't
can't wear
upgrade.
plate armor in D&D, so you gotta pick and choose what you want to do.
So he can't simply upgrade the armor plating and have a disguise or something like that.
You would essentially make one of the pieces completely useless. In a sense. So it's like, do you want him to be heavily armored but lose the disguise matrix? Do you want a disguise matrix but lose the point of the armor in the first place?
His soak should be better than mine anyway. Just
Soak
off
is
of 4.
His soak is 4.
There is no way you have. Well, I guess maybe since it's not a droid race, his soak should be First off, my soak is 4. That's not terrible. But because droid PCs get a rank of enduring just for existing. But he's not a PC.
I don't know then. I don't think I need anything really at the moment. I'm all set. Anyone else?
I'm pretty good. I mean, I did lose my heavy blaster pistol with its mods from the guy, but I'm not going to risk the team going back for it.
Just send
Fine,
Selena
hey,
and she'll paint the room red.
If you risk yourself and you go missing, everyone knows what happened.
No,
That's
I'm
fair.
saying I'm not gonna risk that. However, I think I did spend money to get back my micro rockets that I lost.
Question: in terms of when you buy new cybernetics, are you able to just install those like a weapon mod, just put them on?
I think
They're
those
more
require surgery.
They're probably like gear, but they require some surgery. So if you're trying to get a cybernetic arm, you already have an arm. Well, someone's got to remove that arm for you.
Well, I was looking at getting implant armor.
You need to get the cybernetic and get someone to install it for you.
Do we have a medic? Sure. Well, I think we do. I just remember who it is. Ryan. Damn it. He's not here.
I mean, you could buy it and wait for him to install it.
Yeah, hold on. How much money does Selena have? She's got a good amount. So, yeah, I'm gonna see if there's a cybernet implant armor. It is rarity 6. Is there anybody who's good at Viserion, right?
Yeah, I can negotiate. I'm pretty good at that.
Cheers.
Warden has a suggestion. I need a spy buddy. You want to turn into the ultimate spy? Where can teach you how?
Are you asking Selena?
Yeah.
I mean, she's got a vocal emulator implant, so she can change her voice to sound like somebody else.
Oh,
That's
Warden's got that too. You should get a cyber disguise matrix.
Well, the problem is she's more like brute force rather than subtlety.
I mean, why not both? You could sneak up on someone and then just beat the crap out of them.
Is there a check you want?
No, I mean, last session she. Yeah, I guess it would be. The implant armor is rarity 6, so I don't know what the hell the difficulty. Or wait, hold on. Oh, it's Yeah, it's rarity 6.
Is it legal?
Yeah, I don't see anything saying it's restricted.
Okay.
So it's rarity 6. If you still Mandalore, it's still more like the mid rim instead of outer rim kind of thing. So it's only gonna, so there'll be no change to that. Circumstances, it wouldn't really be. It'd be kind of weird, but it'll be. But with no other modifiers, it'll be difficulty 3 of negotiation. Try to get it.
Yeah, I'll try to find it for him.
Cheers. Oh, that's good.
It's not great though. So I guess I take it. So I'm gonna find it, but I'm gonna find it fast because that's what additional successes. But it's gonna be I think isn't it 5% per threat?
Yeah, 5% per threat.
So it's gonna be 5% more expensive than standard.
Oh, let's see. 5% of 500, so 75 plus 7,500 is 7,875. So I just need to subtract. Y'all can keep going while I'm trying to figure this shit out.
So, with that being said, while he's doing that kind of math, is anyone else searching for anything on Manwell before we leave it?
Actually, wait, hold on.
Okay, wait. Now you're giving me ideas. Give me a second.
Oh, me?
Okay, HP 2. You know what? I think I might look for another automated weapon mounting attachment. What?
Is that right?
Okay. You're breaking up, so I can't hear you.
Is that correct?
Yes, I'm going to find another automated weapon mounted attachment.
Alright.
And it's
Is that for armor?
Yeah, it's for armor.
Yes.
And it's
Aren't you
rarity
only
7.
able to have like one of each kind of armor mod?
I'm gonna be looking for a
It
comm jammer.
doesn't say you can't have 2 of the mods because like one of my automated weapon mounting is a micro rocket pistol. The other one will probably be like a chain gun if I want.
Well, I'm just saying, like, because by that logic, then people could just stack up on superiors. But, I mean, I don't know. I can't really contest that because I don't have, like, the long text for it. I'm not invested enough to ask in the FFG server.
Oh, man. If you can double up your armor attachments, though, there's no reason why I couldn't have 2 biofeedback systems.
Because automated weapon mounting only requires 2 hard points. I already used 2 for the micro rocket launcher pistol, so I'm gonna use the other 2 for like something else. Is that doable, GM?
I'm reading.
Also, do keep in mind that you can only use the, like, advantage of the automated weapon mounting once per encounter.
I know. Because I would then need to switch the weapons.
Yeah, but that's just a maneuver, and you get 2 maneuvers in a round if you take strain.
Yeah.
Armor, like personal weapons, has a number of customization hard points and can be easily modified. By design, armor attachments are more defensive in nature, affording the user extra protection against enemies or the elements. A fair amount of common sense on the part of the players is required when modifying armor. Most suits of armor can only hold one environmental system, such as cold or heat resistance, or one type of optical enhancement in the helmet. So the answer is that it's up to GM discretion if you can double up on things using hard points. So, like, you might say that two biofeedback systems would be redundant and you wouldn't get benefit from the secondary one, which is fine. But one might also say that 2 automated weapon mounts would be perfectly reasonable as long as they are different
types.
Different types and located in different parts of the armor. So, like, for an example, we might consider Boba Fett's Mandalorian armor. Maybe the rocket on his left arm and the flamethrower on his right, or something along those lines.
Will be automated weapon mounted.
Could be considered that. So it becomes a common sense question. Can the armor support it?
It has enough hard points for a second one, so yeah, it can't support another one.
Well, I mean, never mind.
In
the meantime, is there anybody who could?
I forgot that I'm a push talk. Did you see what I sent you? Can I buy a comm jammer?
I didn't see you send me anything.
Yeah, sorry. I forgot I'm on push talk.
Could you buy a comm jammer?
Yeah, I'm gonna look for one on real quick. I don't think they're that uncommon.
No.
Who? Oh, sorry.
No, but on Mandalore, they're kind of cracking down on stuff like this. For the sake of making sure no one's trying to use it to prevent the Empire from hearing or saying anything. So,
yeah. I mean, I want to look for one anyway, if I can.
Who is sorry. We keep talking at the same time.
I would say I'd upgrade the rarity to So I would say on this planet, I'd up it up by 3 and it's considered restricted while you're here.
Okay.
That's probably good for him because it means he uses streetwise and not negotiation.
Yeah. I'm okay with that. I'm gonna look for it anyway.
Alright, if there's no more shopping, I'm gonna go ahead and go get a drink real fast.
So
Well,
GM,
What kind of
am
roll
I
would it
allowed?
be to look for that?
So it'd be a difficulty 3 streetwise check.
Okay, because the automated weapon is rarity 5, so...
I'm doing his comm jammer thing.
Oh.
Is it just straight purple difficulty?
Yes. And hold on. Never mind. You're good.
Okay.
So they'll charge you 50. They'll charge you. So when you're buying restricted items, they can Oh yeah, I forgot because Viserion learned directly about healing from a certain guy. So when you're buying things off the black market that are restricted, they double the price, and then increases the prices are doubled as well. So it's going to be 10% per threat. So it'll cost 230% more than the base price.
So what's that?
Oh, fucking
then?
Mia.
So a comm jammer is worth let me
That's
see.
worth 1,000 credits. You're telling me? Or is it like 850?
No, it would 200% markup.
Did you say 250%?
230% markup.
Okay, so that's like 950 credits.
Yep.
Alright, I fork it over to get one. I now have a comm jammer.
So based on what was in the chat about Viserion, did you say you were a medic?
Yeah, Viserion is also a medic.
Okay. I reckon, depending on how well he does, he could install the implant.
I'm gonna add the comm jammer to my sheet.
That is an expensive comm jammer.
Oh, you're
Sorry,
back.
I need
Viserion,
it.
would you be able to do the medicine check to install my implant armor, please?
My medicine check is 1 yellow and 1 green. You do not want me
Oh.
to do it.
Well, then why the... Somebody said you were the fucking medic. What the fuck?
No.
Ryan.
Ryan is the medic. Not
Okay,
me.
so yeah, never mind.
So I was
But
right.
thank you,
Aha! I was like, doesn't seem right. I remember Ryan simply saying he put points into heal harm so he could be the medic.
Yeah, I have some heal harm as well, but I just have the basic power. So we definitely don't want me doing that.
Yeah, well, the problem is heal harm, I think, only applies to healing wounds. This is like
exactly.
just a flat medicine roll for installing a medical, like an implant.
Exactly. I have. I don't even have a rank of medicine. I have a gear. I apologize. My medicine check is green, blue, and that's it.
I'm ready to go.
I also thought that counts.
Yeah, you don't want me to do that. So
Yeah. No offense, but yeah, definitely not.
I think Ryan's a little bit better at it. I think number one, I think he's got a better int, and then number two, I think he actually has some ranks.
Yeah, I'll have to ask him next time.
Yeah. All right, so we're ready to calculate the jump to hyperspace.
There's still my thing.
Oh, I'm sorry. Who's buying you something?
I'm trying to buy another automated weapon mounting, but I'm asking if, by the Force, if this is okay.
Is it okay to buy it? Sure, you can definitely spend your money however you wish.
What I'm asking is, could I buy it and then install it on my armor?
You sure can.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely installing it would be no problem.
Okay. The rarity for this one is rarity 5.
Allow me to clarify that me saying this does not mean that its use will be entirely effective. I'm just saying it is possible. It is doable.
Okay. Because, I already have one for one weapon, so I can have it for another one. I just can't use both at the same time. I could either choose one or the other. So that's how it works.
That is correct. No, each one can be used once.
Yes. So, it's rarity 5.
It's also restricted.
Is it restricted?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
So it'd be a streetwise to find it, not a negotiate.
Okay, what's the difficulty for it?
So
5 is 3 purple, isn't it?
No. So it's rounded down.
Oh.
So it's 2 purple.
Okay.
That's streetwise. And I will spend my good old dark side point.
Well, okay.
To change that.
Thank
you. Failed
you.
anyway. So.
Everyone.
Well, say it
I guess it
fast.
didn't need
Say it fast, okay? Sorry.
I expect y'all to at least breathe and be like, "Are you ready?" He's like, "No, y'all are just like, push button now."
Hey,
y'all.
Don't put a y'all on that. Some of us definitely, absolutely asked you to do that.
I could never trust you guys in a control room. Dear Lord, y'all run to the red button. Like, press it! No! We're all dead.
So you're
What is
spending...
the job that requires
Okay.
somebody that's going to hit the E-stop when something goes wrong?
Okay, so you're spending a dark side to increase the difficulty of this?
Well, it's too late now. You've already rolled it.
Yep.
You have failed.
You do not get your weapon out this time.
This time, okay, so...
This time.
Okay.
You'll
so,
have to go to a different planet to try again.
Alright, I'm happy. Do you want me to do the astrogation check to see if we can get to... Where do we want to go? Do we want to go to Rishi or Camino?
Camino, right?
Camino.
Okay.
Headed to Camino, I think, and I have 3 ranks of astrogation. I don't know if that helps.
I have 2 ranks and a removing of a setback in astrogation.
I have a flat 4 without any ranks.
I need just a second, real quick.
Do what you need to do.
Done.
Hold on. Wow. We really got something. I need to borrow one of you for about a second.
Okay.
Okay, so Helios, okay.
Oh, not me. I bet it had to do with the hidden roll.
Yeah.
It is not going well for this session. It's just like it's been so long and I just need some game time.
I'm just tired. A long fucking weekend for me.
I know, like for me, there's a lot of work going on because it's exam week, and I have to prep the exams and make sure that they are all in the same rooms and all of that, so yeah.
I get extra game time this week, so I'm happy.
Yeah.
I got, what do I got? 4 games this week, I think. Pretty nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, I got, on Monday night, I've got, like, a Star Wars meets the Wild West kind of thing going on.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
So, cowboys versus aliens, basically.
No, like, it's a Star Wars system, but, like, they've isolated the GM isolates us to one planet, and has been gradually, like, the game's been going for a while, and he's been gradually increasing the threats on the planet, and so that's been pretty fun. So it's just sort of, it's got a very Western feel to it. It's, you know, miners and
Is everybody using slug throwers?
They were originally. I actually use a spear. But it's just kind of, it's, I don't know how to describe the Western feel other than, like, it feels like the Wild West, you know. It's not like the tech or anything, you know, it's definitely Star Wars stuff, but it's just got that, you know, white hats, black hats, Western feel. Everything always feels desperate.
Right.
That sort of thing.
As a side note, I will be right back. I'm going to use a little train while the Force has a discussion with Helios.
Yeah. Then Tuesday we got the Sith Apprentice game. That's really fun too. Where we're all like, it's like we're students in the Sith Academy.
That sounds fun, man. That sounds fun. Like, you guys all fucking try to beat each other up and like.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my god.
That's the whole point.
Fun
Yeah.
as fuck. Oh my. I want to play. What day is that?
That's Tuesday nights.
What time?
Like 9.
But Siri, you trying to steal my players again?
No, I was just talking about what my weekend
I
has.
might want to join that. I might have time.
See, I knew it.
No, that game's full. Like, Like, there's
Damn
no
it.
limitation.
Damn it.
Like that.
I'm
I was
on to
talking
you.
about the other games I have this week. I'm not swiping your players.
Anyway,
Swiper,
now
no
that they're gonna-
swiping.
Is anyone else doing anything?
Getting on the ship and plotting the hyperspace jump.
Alright. So, so Viserian's getting ready to go. Everyone who bought, I'm assuming what they wanted is ready to go. I was looking for different things.
I think I've found everything I want right now.
Imagine we've taken 2 minutes to find one item, and we spent the next 30 minutes finding other items to grab. Jeez.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Like, I wanted my one thing.
Mm-hmm.
I got my one thing. Good.
All right. So, is everyone satisfied?
With what?
General, you know.
I'm good to
good.
go. Like, who's going to do the excavation? Do you want me to do it? Because I can remove a setback if he decides to give us a damn setback.
I mean, honestly, having the skill is better than removing a setback, the extra skill die. And somebody said they had a 4 on the base stat, so it's probably better if the person with the 4 base stat and the person with 3 in the skill work together, because then they'll have 3 yellow, 1 green to roll.
Fine.
Yep.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, so I'll pilot the damn ship.
That seems appropriate.
I'll assist Viserion Rin in getting us to Camino. Though,
Cool.
my question is, what's the background on Camino right now? Is it inhabited by Imperials, or did they abandon it after, like, torching the place? Or has that not happened yet? Do we know if Imperials are
I'm back.
there?
I mean, in canon, they basically burned the place to the ground and left, even though it's, water or whatever. They destroyed it and left. But
Yeah. Well, I guess it's probably abandoned now. I don't know what time, like, where in timeline we are, but yeah, I don't think
After they blow it up.
Yes.
We're-
Okay. Well,
we're what, like
yeah,
10
we'll go there.
years
There
after
should be
the
no
other one was?
security there. It's an abandoned place, basically.
Not only abandoned, it's destroyed.
Yeah. I mean, where are we gonna land, though? Okay. Anyway, never mind.
I guess it's something for you to figure it out, ain't it?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we get a report that she's there somewhere. So whatever it is that the settlement that took over the place afterwards, whatever that is, that's where we're going.
Hey, all right. So, what are we doing, ladies and gentlemen?
I'm gonna assist Viserion Rin.
I thought you were making the roll. The astrogate.
Oh, am I making the roll? Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Oh,
You're
you
making-
comes to a conclusion.
You're making the roll with
What's the
skill
astrogation
skill
roll?
from me.
So what's my total skills?
Should be your int with my 3 ranks of astrogation.
So 3 yellow, 1 green?
Yep.
Would that be it? Okay. And then what's difficulty, Mr. Force?
Calculating route.
Gotcha.
There we go. Fantastic. So the question is, are you guys taking one of the main routes, or are you guys going your own way?
I say we're taking the Corellian one. Like, we're going to take the Hydran way, then the Corellian one all the way there, and then go to Camino. So, I would say, yeah, we're taking the main hyperspace lanes.
Yeah, whatever's fastest. We need to get there quick.
Alright. Are you guys doing anything special about it at all, or?
No, just a combined check to calculate.
Fantastic.
We like to keep it simple.
What's the class of the hyperdrive you guys are using?
class 2,
Yep.
I believe.
Alright,
Check
so
the ship. Speed is 2. I assume that means class 2. Maybe.
no, class is totally
Hyperdrive
different.
class 1. Hyperdrive
Okay.
class 1.
Cool. So you guys go things at normal speed. Alright, so that being said, sorry. Not really giving me difficulty, is it? Ain't that something? You haven't been here before. It's a bit further out. No, it's a little off from where you guys were last time. So I would say an average astrogation check. And I will hold on before we do any rapid button
You're gonna make it
mashing.
harder.
Goodness gracious. Let me say something real quick. Jeez. So I will say it's one setback because it's slightly off a route you're not too familiar with. There. See?
Average with 1 setback.
Mm-hmm.
Look at you.
Alright, so you
Yeah,
plot the
no
course. You guys are on your way. Now I have to figure out how far, how long it'll take you to get there.
We did spend the destiny point saying that we did resupply enough for everybody, so...
I heard that the first time. Hope at least. Okay, so you're taking the hiding way first.
And then we're going to get off it at Denon, and then go the rest of the way to the Green Line. And then probably get
The
off...
Green Line.
Which is the Carillion. And then we'll probably maybe get off at Christophus, and then go the rest of the way to Camino by the lane on the left.
Oh, gee. So, I'd say about 2. And from point A to point B, that would be alright, just had to okay, this is math is a little oh yeah, that is actually very different. Okay, so assuming here, going here. It's gonna take you guys about 7 days to get there.
Oh, good.
That's
Plenty
not
of time
bad.
for me to modify my new attachment.
So,
Does this sound like something I could possibly do? Is integrate the comm jammer into the ship, like have it so that like I could turn it on whenever I want, just turn it back off.
mind you, it's a very short-range device.
Oh,
Relative
only
to a
100
ship.
feet? How
Yeah.
big is it?
So, in a personal range, I believe comm jammer can stop communication within a medium range. On a personal scale.
God, then never mind. I'm gonna take time just kind of going through security and records of stuff I've learned about Camino and Rishi.
You don't want to help me real quick?
Oh, so it's relative to the distance to the comm jammer itself. So the closer you are, the harder it is. is relatively.
What were you doing? Mr.
I'm modifying
Sodium?
I'm modifying my armor. If you have any mechanic skill, it'd be helpful.
I have just baseline skill. I don't have like career skill on
Are you trying to
Yeah,
mod the attachment
I'll
or
do
put
it.
it on?
I'm modding the attachment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I spent the money for the equipment to mod it.
it. I could help you, I guess, if you need it.
Yeah, I appreciate it. So using your intelligence helps a lot, actually.
Yep.
Give that bad boy
Make
a
a
roll.
combined check.
Yep.
All right, go ahead.
You want to spend a destiny point? Give me a red, or are you good?
First of all, I have to do something else.
He needs it. He's using it for something else.
Second of all, I will in fact do that.
Okay, cool.
Never mind. He's giving us all the light side. Yes. Thank you.
It's successful.
Just enough, dear lord. By the actual gods, how?
Oh.
How?
I am not rolling good force checks today.
What is going on here?
I know, right? Like if I was a dark side force user with that roll, like good night. How many? Like that's a lot of. That is 7 dark side pips.
Mm-hmm.
That is a lot. All right, so I get a new talent for free. Sweet.
Uh-huh.
1 rank
Look
of
at
rapid
you.
recovery.
Look at you getting those free talents. Anyway. Nonetheless, anyone else do anything while you guys are speeding along hyperspace lanes?
I'm still
I-
getting to know Cody and Helios.
Go ahead
I
and roll
want to
play.
get to know the party members. I don't remember the ARC Trooper that much. I want to talk.
Helios.
Kinda.
I mean, yeah, you can just talk amongst yourselves.
I actually did
Well,
want to talk. I did want to talk to Viserion specifically because I want to understand more about Goturn Sai.
Sure.
Same with
Especially
Selena.
considering that it appears as though we're going to be getting closer to a conflict with her quickly.
Yeah, I'm not too excited about that, but it does
Morgan's
seem like
no.
it's gonna happen.
We don't. Sorry, I was just gonna say Warden I think overhears this and he's like, yeah, I don't think anyone wants to fight her.
I saw that the report makes it sound as though the person we're going to go visit was attacked by a wild animal, which implies Goturn is using her claws. But I've also heard her referred to as a Force user, Jedi, whatever. So she doesn't have a lightsaber?
She didn't the last time I saw her.
I thought all Jedi had lightsabers.
Not true. We have to build them, just like any other piece of equipment.
I mean, but I've never met a Jedi without a lightsaber. Why doesn't this one have one?
She never got to the time or the pieces, or never developed the interest, really. She's always been more of a... she always wanted to fight with her hands. Jedi do build them, but people who are force sensitive don't always get to that level of proficiency where they feel like they can do it. And carrying a lightsaber is a pretty heavy burden. You do draw quite a lot of attention if you decide to ignite them, and in this day and age they're highly illegal. So she was always law abiding.
Then what changed? Because she doesn't seem to be very law-abiding now.
And it's the influence of that mask. We've got to get it away from her and destroy it. But I haven't been able to. I've had 2 or 3 encounters with it now, and I have never been able to destroy it. I've tried, but I haven't been. I just haven't been successful. I've not been strong enough.
Wait. So, what's the deal with the mask?
It's an artifact of dark side power. I guess that's fair to say, but it has its own will, and a struggle with it is always one where you test your will against it. And so I'm guessing that Goturn's mind wasn't disciplined enough to withstand it. It attached itself to me for quite some time, and I had a very difficult time freeing myself of it, let alone being able to shape. I couldn't destroy it, but I shook its influence off me, and I thought that it was done. I left it buried. I didn't know that it popped back up until I saw Goturn with it.
What do we know about this mask then?
We know it's ancient. We know it originated on the EVH-1, a ship that we've now destroyed. We know that it...
Wait, you found it there, or it originated there?
We found it there, but that ship was stuck in hyperspace for thousands of years. No living beings existed on that ship.
And you didn't learn anything about the mask from being joined with it?
I mean, it taught me stuff. It actually, believe it or not, the talent that I use with the machines here, I learned from the mask. But it doesn't use words. It offers power, and when you take the power, you lose yourself in the. You lose control. It's almost like blacking out. You don't have memories of everything you do with the mask on. It'll come to you as a teacher, and then seek to dominate your mind.
Do you have to wear this mask to gain its power, or just have it near you?
Oh no, that's a trick. I never put it on. It put itself on me. As I said, it has a will of its own. It can project itself. It's a weird thing.
What do you mean it can project itself?
I mean, the person who had it before me, it flung off of that person in my direction, and I could not. I didn't see it attach itself to me.
Wait.
And then it was.
Off of a corpse or off of a person?
It was a corpse. I guess it was a corpse, but it was semi-animated. I assume that's one of the powers that it knows. The ability to animate corpses. It also can pull life out of things. That's a thing it does. It pulls life itself out of people. To fuel its own hatred.
Do you have any pictures of this mask, or can you draw it?
I don't know if I have a picture, but I could send you a picture because someone sent it to me.
Yes, I did.
So I will try to draw it. And
then
yeah.
You said Goturn's Sai's not a Jedi, she's just a Force user. Who taught her to use the Force?
Well, she knew some things innately when I met her. But she I taught her some things, but there's not, the Force is kind of something you either naturally have or you naturally don't. and she has it. There we go. So that's like I think she was largely untrained. Yeah, there's the mask.
So how dangerous is she? How does she compare to the Jedi generals I once fought with?
Gosh, who'd you fight with?
I'm just gonna throw out like 3 like random names that aren't like people from the movies.
Okay. Yeah. Well, the thing is that Viserion might know those people. You know,
No, I know that's totally fine. It's just like, I mean, on the spot, I don't know who to tell you, but I mean, like, they're not going to be named big characters. If they're named, they're minor players at best in the named lore, you know?
So Viserion will tell you that physically she's stronger than any of the 3 of them. Physically. But her level of mastery of the Force is very limited. When the last time I knew her, she could really the only thing she could really do was shrug off injuries with the Force, and she could like enhance her own physical strength to do things like jump around and punch things really hard. Anything other than that would be a new trick. But as I've said, the mask itself amplifies your connection to the Force, and at a price of your sanity.
So how did you get the mask removed?
I dueled it. It kind of created a mindscape vision where it tried to eliminate my will forever. And in the duel, I manifested my lightsaber where I dueled it, and at this point he'll take his lightsaber out and he'll slide open the crystal. I had gone to Christosis to seek this. I could feel it calling to me. Jedi lightsaber crystals are almost sentient in their own right, and this one is meant for me. And when I was dueling this in this mindscape, it was in the presence of this crystal. So I was able to draw strength from the moment and the location, and I was able to free myself of it. And for the moment, the mask seemed inert. I thought I had won.
What do you mean you thought you won? I thought you did win.
I thought I had defeated the essence. I didn't realize that it had just lost its grip on me.
Oh. Did you try to destroy the mask after that? It sounded like you might have before you just buried it.
I didn't have anything on me at the time to destroy it with. I didn't have a tool or a weapon. And so I left it there. It was deep inside a cave underground. I didn't figure anyone would go back there.
Was Go-Turn with you when this happened?
She was on the same planet, but she was hospitalized. I believe injuries that I inflicted while under the influence of the mask, though I can't be sure. I have no memory of it. But she suffered wounds as the draining wounds that I referred to earlier. She had suffered one of those, and it took a great deal of time trying to get her to recover from that. I had to go learn the healing technique to be able to restore her, and even then, I don't know that she ever fully recovered.
I understand why Now I understand why you would believe that this mask could be responsible for Goturn's behavior. But I now wonder, what if she's already too far under its influence, there is no coming back? Or what if it's no longer Goturn? What if it is just the mask? What if she lost in this Mindscape duel?
Either way, she's a real danger. And it would be even more dangerous if someone else got a hold of it. If the mask was an amplifier like it was for me, then if it was ever in the hands of, an Inquisitor, then it would just be incredibly terrifying. When I was under the effects of the mask, I was able to use the Force to pull Star Destroyers out of the sky.
Well, that is quite a feat. I don't remember seeing any of the generals doing that.
Yeah. And if it could do that to me, then it could be a lot worse if it found someone stronger than I am. That's why it's got to be stopped.
So how far did you get with your training? Wait, was Viserion the one that said he didn't even become a Padawan?
Right.
Okay, I'm not asking that question, then I got the answer.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. I wasn't even a Padawan. Which is why I wasn't hunted until I pulled Star Destroyers out of the sky. Then they started hunting me. But I don't know what the Empire knows about that mask.
Have you all faced the Inquisitors yet?
What was that? Did you guys?
Have you all faced the Inquisitors yet?
I've not
we faced Darth Vader.
We faced the head of the Inquisitors. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I would say yes, because we faced Darth Vader, and I don't know anything. Viserion doesn't know anything about Darth Vader, that he is anything other than an Inquisitor, because I don't know who that is.
I don't think we need to figure out who the head of Inquisitors is. Warden's like, we should focus on figuring out what's going on with the Goturn, and then try to work on improving our standing among the Rebel Alliance.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Viserion, for someone who was never a Padawan, how did you get your training so far over the last 10 years with the Jedi Order all but destroyed?
Well, you pick up things here and there. Most of the stuff, the basic stuff that they teach you when you're young, and it's just a matter of remembering it and developing it past there. Once you got the basics, it's all practice and repetition anyway. At least the small stuff. Developing it is just a matter of discipline, really. So I've trained on my own for the most part. You remember a trick and then you practice it till you're better at it. Like when I was a kid, I could only make people feel good with their emotions. Now I can make them believe whatever I want for a short period of time. So it took practice and like any other skill, it's like a muscle. The more you use it, the more it builds. As far as the forms, they teach you the basics of the lightsaber forms, and then you practice them to tighten them up, and you keep going through the same movements over and over. So it's the same thing. Just like you get to be a better shot, right? You keep shooting. I've had various mentors.
Are
Wait, what was the last thing you said?
Anything else? Sorry. Never mind.
What was the last thing Viserion said?
I said I've had a couple of mentors, but they weren't. But they were temporary, and they weren't actually Jedi either. They were, people who had focused their study on one aspect of the Force. Might not even have called it the Force. Like I learned to heal on that planet. That it was a remote planet. The player does not remember the name of the planet that I was on, where there was a race of like Ewoks. Was it Yavin? Was it Yavin? I think.
Yeah, you were on Yavin.
Yeah. So on Yavin, I met somebody who knew how to use the Force to bring life and death, and I learned that's, as far as I know, that's all that person could do. So, that's a lot of how the Force knowledge is now. It's small traditions here and there that know how to do one thing or another. Very few people exist who know how to do a wide variety of things. So you pick up what you can when you can.
And how long? How long has Gotern been exposed to this mask?
What, February?
Long time.
How long were you exposed to the mask before you fought it off?
Usually was Warden was
It's a
supposed to be
long
like
time.
It was like a day or two. No, you really had it for like a few days. It wasn't like
No, I
you had
got
for
it
a
on the
long time.
EVH1, and I didn't get rid of it till after we crashed that thing.
That still though wasn't that long. That was like a few weeks. You didn't have it on super long.
Yeah, maybe. I'm thinking it was at least 5 sessions, because I spent 3 sessions just screwing with you guys with it.
Yep.
Like I was like denying you access to things, and Khan hated it. He couldn't get nothing done.
Yeah.
Hmm.
At this time, Dex chimes into the intercom and says, "Warden, would you mind coming up to the cockpit for a moment?"
Sure. And Warden goes over there.
Dex turns, and, well, you already saw the damage. So Dex then says, "How is your, mission to your space, I guess?"
What? I'm confused to what you mean.
Dex is asking how is your mission to your, chess space, is what he's asking.
Oh! It went,
Because
as
remember, he is an
expected.
Imperial droid, but he doesn't know where your planet is.
Warden says it went okay, and not really like I wanted to be there, but I did the job and then left. We just pride ourselves on family matters, and family means most. So when someone calls in a favor, I have to go and take care of it. So he points out that I'm back, and I don't plan to go back anytime soon unless something urgent happens.
So Dex then says, "Because I think I would need your help."
What's that? What do you need help with?
This is the first time I actually felt, in a conclusion to you, organics, death, and
So what happened then?
everything was dark. No sound
Oh,
was emanated. It felt terrifying.
could you feel the difference between being powered down and that? I'm just curious.
Power down means I'm in a state of awareness still. This was this.
Well, you know, you non-organics, you droids have it lucky. You can be brought back. Me, probably not. So, what do you need help with?
To fix my injury and I guess help me better understand life, I guess.
Warden kind of laughs at that statement. He's like, "What's there to understand? You live, you breathe, you die. Except for you, you don't breathe. You kind of just exist." So, I don't know. He's like, you know, there's not really much to think about. You know, life is what you make with it. That's all I can say. You've experienced your taste of mortality, I guess, and you didn't like it, obviously. All I can say is maybe you should take good care of yourself, and he does point at your actual parts. He says these aren't, entirely irreplaceable. At some point, people are going to stop making, your models or parts that work with your components, and you might have to replace everything. So, and he says even that memory core of yours and your programming are really what keep you free and alive. So keep that near and dear to yourself.
Dex gives a slight nod and says, "Thank you for that. You are quite intelligent and wise."
Warden has like a smug look on his face, and he's like, "Yeah, I get that all the time." Anyway, is there anything else you needed?
Do you think you could... He gestures to his injury. Do you think you could repair this?
I look at his injury, and I assume it's something I could... Is it mechanically go turn for Dex like a problem, or is it a computer problem? The injury he's had, is go turn not there? Force? No. I don't know if your mic's muted. The Force go turn.
So, repeat that last little bit for me so I can make sure I got the right thing.
His injury that he had, the -1 or whatever to
okay.
his ability, is
So
that a
he'll
computer fix?
Oh, it's a mechanical check, my friend, because he's physically missing a piece of his body.
Okay, do I think I can either A, replace it or repair the thing that's broken?
Let me make an average mechanics check real quick. So, you believe that he's probably better off getting a whole new head than he is trying to fix the one he has right now. But since considering the make and model of Dex himself, you're not entirely certain what head would be best would be compatible with his body.
Do I think there's anything I can do to repair it, just temporarily, or what?
You need droid parts to do that, at the very least.
Do we have any aboard?
No.
Okay, well, I tell Dex, I don't have anything to help you at the moment. In fact, I believe from looking at you, your head unit piece needs to be replaced, but we might be able to scrounge out some parts to repair you. We need to go buy them, of course, though.
Dex gives a nod and says, "Understandable. Thank you."
Anything else you needed?
Nothing.
I'll
Except
just tell you one last thing about your life. Be careful, with it. That's why Warden, he points out to his all of his little tricks, his voice emulator, his stealth field, and his disguise matrix. Is like, these tricks aren't necessarily just to, sneak into places and do bad things. No, these things keep me alive. So keep yourself alive. That's all I can say.
Dex just says, yes. Perhaps that is what she is feeling right now.
All right. With that, I think I'm good.
Yeah.
Anyone else got anything to do? I'm ready to go to Camino.
Yep.
Yep.
Mr. Go Turn, you are not speaking. If you were.
One more time.
We're ready to go to Camino, sir.
Fantastic.
I think everyone's good.
So I think someone already rolled for it, right?
Yeah.
I already rolled
for
we're in
investigation.
hyperspace.
No,
I was asking to make sure no one's doing anything else in the background.
Nope.
All right.
negative.
Fantastic. So, as you are approaching Camino, I have one last thing to do, real fast. Let me see. Dadgummit. Nope. Nope. That just looks terrible. Fantastic. You know what? So, Viserion, as you are resting, the day before you are approaching Camino, guys, before you guys arrive. Dadgummit.
I don't have very many upgrades on that tower.
I know you don't. You don't need them. You know what? Fine. You know what? Here. I'm trying to find a good set and I just can't do it. So.
What are you doing?
While people are sleeping, certain people will receive a vision of sorts.
Got it. What kind of?
Gotcha. In your sleep, you will hear the sound of growling, like rather defensively rather than offensively. You feel as if you've entered a place you should not be.
Oh. Yeah, but I know who this is doing the growling.
Mm-hmm. And see, to you, it sounds familiar. You've heard this growling before, Viserion.
I just send off into the vision. Hang on, friend. We're coming.
Do I get the vision? Did I get the vision of the growling?
No, you don't.
No, I don't. Oh.
Because you're as force sensitive as a rock.
I know. I mean, come on. The Force could have sent me a message. Come on. It could have just given me a dream. And what is this?
In response to you, Viserion, you hear what amounts to a mixture of both a roar and a battle cry. And the vision will come to an abrupt end.
Okay. Well.
Alright. So with that being said, As for the rest of you, you soon arrive what is the remains of Camino. It is currently in the middle of what appears to be some sort of storm over the entire planet. You can see as y'all looking down and approaching the planet's surface, for the first time in a while, there's been no request for credits to lands, no prompting for who you are, what you're doing here. It's just almost like a barren planet, and it gives you a feel of emptiness, like no one is here. As you're riding over, you can see the remains of what appear to be buildings sticking out from the water somewhat. As the old ruins of Camino used to be, kind of like appears its head, almost to look up to see the new visitors to the planet. I need everyone to make an average lore check.
Lore check.
Yes.
I'm pretty good at that.
As a side note, I'm not seeing like images for the dice on both my character sheet and then like the little dice roller as well as in the chat.
You're not seeing the images?
Nope.
Have you reloaded at all?
We'll do that now.
I guess we all know our stuff, apparently.
Apparently, fucking signed me out. What the fuck?
So those will pass. Various means you know that Camino was once where the Republic was a place to where the Republic made their clones for the Clone Wars.
This has got to be awkward for Helios.
Can I fail that? I mean, like, if that's what we're learning.
Well, Helios has failed.
He doesn't even know where he was.
Yeah, Helios is.
Come on, can we let him re-roll that? Come on.
I will say, Helios,
That should be
you
so-
do know that Camino is known for its advanced medical technology and advancements in the medical field and science. That's as far as you are aware of it.
Wow. Flat fucking roll.
Yeah, Selena, you don't know too much about Camino at all. It's just a watery
I
planet.
don't care about Camino at all.
Yeah, there's not much fighting to be done on Camino, so who cares?
He hasn't done any mercenary work that led her to Camino, so.
Mm-hmm. But you guys kind of scour the surface for a while. Y'all doing anything in particular while you're riding around?
Checking for life signs and kind of, I guess, did I know where the coordinates are of whatever check-in that medical log?
You can try to check again to see if you can find it again, so you can get more precise location. Who's flying the tortoise right now?
That would be Dex.
Fantastic, Dex. Guess who's making a piloting planetary check?
Hold on. I will co-pilot and take the co-pilot action to reduce his difficulty.
Thank you for that.
And
Don't thank
Mr.
me yet, I
Gordon's
haven't
on the
passed
comm station. That's a roll.
I thought I was rolling.
Co-pilot action reduces the difficulty, downgrades the difficulty of a pilot check.
Yeah, but I have 2 ranks and 2 green in my piloting.
He's doing co-piloting. That's reducing your difficulty for when you make the roll.
Oh, okay, right. I don't know how.
I need you to listen to these people.
No, because I never heard of the co-piloting perk. Okay, so I'm learning about that.
Because I never had a co-pilot before.
Yeah, it's an action.
Okay.
So with that being said, It's gonna be two purple and 2 black with the co-piloting action applied to it.
Okay, so 2 purple, 2 black.
Correct.
Except I remove.
Oh no.
Is Felina about to have to do what her namesake did in the climax of Avatar?
So it seems as if
no.
as you guys are kind of like riding around looking for wherever clue that might hold a crystal, Dex, you kind of lose control of the ship and it begins sort of like gliding towards the roaring sea.
Okay.
Hello.
Dex,
I
could
am
you
going-
fix
You are
this?
currently just above the water, without having fallen into it just yet.
Okay.
Pull up,
Yeah,
pull up.
Okay. I am going to basically try to salvage that and try to get up again. Pull up.
Is just anyone else helping him at all, or?
Co-pilot action.
Alright, so I'm gonna need you to make a roll of 1 red, 1 purple, and 3 setback die.
Hey,
you could spend that
you
light.
take-
You could spend
I
the
am.
light.
I'm spending 2 force pips for success, 1 for advantage. So you're going to downgrade the difficulty of your check, and I'm going to pass you 3 boosts.
Okay.
So, Viserion, you managed to override the controls temporarily, and you managed to focus the force into the ship, and you managed to pull, kind of like skipping rocks. You bounce yourself off of a rogue wave. You guys launch yourselves back up, into a stable amount of atmosphere.
Yeah,
You are
so-
now.
Yeah, that was my co-pilot check. So Dex is going to get a downgrade and 3 boosts. That's what we're doing.
Okay, so what's the new
Get it together,
difficulty?
Dex. We got to land this bad boy.
So what's the new difficulty?
So you trade your red for a purple, and you just add 3 blue.
3 blue and still 2 setback. Got it. Well, 3, but I removed the setback because of my... No, wait. Of my piloting. Yeah. Oh, let's go.
Yep. You guys kind of rush the ship forward, bounce, seal off the surface of the planet like water, like a rock on water, and launch yourselves back up. The ship will take 1 system strain as a result, and everyone on board will take a strain as well from the sudden jolting of the ship. But other than that, you don't crash.
Hey, we're all right with that.
As you guys launch yourself forward, you manage to see just below that there is a singular pair of landing pads. There appears to have been part of a larger facility, but a large portion of it has been broken off, and see parts of it still sticking out from the water. And you see that there is in fact another ship here. Appears to be heavily damaged.
Perception. Do I recognize this ship?
With your half eye, let's see.
Okay, what's the difficulty?
Hold on.
What's the make of the ship?
What make and model, Grace? Now you're asking the hard questions. Give me a moment, please.
Okay. You can have a moment. No more.
But for you, Dex, I would say you're going to have to give me a hard perception check with 1 red. and 2 black.
Okay, so hard. I remove a purple to make one of them red, and 2 setback. Yes. So it's 1 red, 2 purple, 2 black. Yes.
Yes, 1 red, 2 purple. Yes.
And 2 black. Got it.
Mm-hmm. You have a hard time being able to get a grip on what exactly kind of ship it is. You only can see it's small to be a starfighter, but not much else. Your optics are beginning to fail you at this time.
Okay, so it's a starfighter.
That's all you can tell.
With my history with Crystal, would I know that she uses a starfighter for transportation and everything?
You can assume.
Okay. Is there room...
Considering starfighters are singular pilot ships.
Yeah. So, my question is there enough room on this landing pad of sorts for us to land the ship? And would it be enough to support both ships? Or is there another landing pad?
That would be a bit more complicated. Let's see. I would need you to make a daunting education check to calculate that real fast.
Anybody else can do that as well. Okay, so daunting is 4.
Yes, daunting is 4.
Is there anything else? Is there anything to the wall I need to add?
That's about it. I'll leave it at that. So, yeah, your memory's kind of failing at this point. Most of your memories having to do with Crystal have to do with her just having to be within the area that you already are in.
Okay.
You never really watched her leave or watched her approach.
Okay, so are there landing pads where I could land this ship?
Yeah, I already described that. Yes, there is a landing pad. There is only one other one. It appears to have been part of like a ring of landing pads, but most of the other ones are already broken off or like look too damaged to land on.
Okay, but the ones that are still there.
The one that is still there next to the ship that I just told you about. You don't know if it will support your weight and support the weight of your ship and the other ship. You can't make that calculation off the spot.
Okay, so could I ask someone else to make that roll?
Yes, you can always ask other people to help you out.
Because, like, I did say that, hey, don't always leave it to me. There were other people here who could do it. Because there's people in the cockpit that could do it.
You're the pilot, my friend.
But I also have a co-pilot.
The other ship, is that the one that she came in, or are we talking about a different other ship?
You don't know.
Hello. I could probably do it. Sorry, I was just testing it. Like, I could probably help.
Okay.
What am I helping with exactly? I was not paying.
So Dex is
You're
currently
rolling education to see if you can land on the same landing platform.
Roll education, got it. All right, I'm pretty good at
difficulty.
that. 4 difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You're
Am I
trying
getting
to
any
calculate.
assistance? Anyone assist at all? Anyone get a career? in it? No.
I'll
have career.
help you and I'll give you a blue.
That works. Anyone else? No.
That's all I got.
Oh my! Here we go.
Just like that, quick maths. You managed to determine that if you land the heavier part of your ship towards where the other ship is, it should be able to support the weight of both of you. Without so much of an issue.
There you go.
Okay, so Warden
I
relays
tell
that.
Dex how to land.
Okay, so Dex does that, getting the landings ready.
I need you to make a piloting planetary check, please, at average difficulty with 1 setback.
With 1 setback?
Yes, sir.
Well, that is removed because of my thing.
I can't help you.
That's okay.
I couldn't see the check. Let me reload. I'm not up
No,
to
no,
it.
it's 1 failure, 1 light, and 4 dark.
I co-piloted badly.
Yep. Managed to make up for it.
You're fine.
Yeah. But I do take some strain because I'm trying to make sure I get this right, or we all gonna, like, end up badly, I guess.
Leave it to Dex.
So
is that what you got, Dex?
Yeah, so I got 2 successes and 1 sweat. So the sweat is gonna be me taking some strain because I'm trying to make sure I can land it without...
Hey. It's up to me, young man. Goodness. Let me use your negatives. I'm kidding. But yeah, the ship will take 1 more strain as you kind of like hit it to the side a little bit, as you kind of like almost miss, but you manage to line yourself just right.
Because our ship has taken some system strain on this, I'm going to go ahead and put my hand on the ship and tell it to hold together. And by tell it to hold together, I mean I'm going to use a force power to mend it together and make it recover system strain. So this is a no difficulty check. It recovers 3 system strain.
There you go. Alright. And so with that, you have landed at this desolate communal facility. You can see there's the flickering of lights within the facilities. It appears to be some power still on.
I'm gonna head to the cargo bay and grab a toolkit. Because I figure we're gonna need mechanics tools plus medical tools in here, potentially.
I want to configure my, this computer systems to scan for, I guess, life signs, and try to see where people are on this station or whatever. This little, is it a big area we landed at, or is it a small little structure?
So you can tell this facility is heavily damaged. You can kind of make a gander by looking at it. It used to be much larger than this, but so many parts of it have been broken off and fallen into the ocean. That's only a fraction of its original size, and these 2 landing pads are the only 2 landing pads still intact enough for something to land on.
Okay, but the facility, what's left of it that I think is accessible, is it big or is it small?
The part that leads to is big enough to be considered a building, but it's not big in terms of how big it should be.
Okay. Well, do you think if I set up I think to myself, if I set up the life sign scanners, I'll be able to pinpoint where people are in the building?
You can certainly try.
All right, we'll do that. What will be the check for that?
What's the life sign scanners do?
Computers, right?
I don't know. I'm talking about just generally. I thought most ships have scanning equipment.
Does your ship have it? Is the real question.
I don't know.
It's part of the sensor suite, right?
Yeah. Generally, I thought it's just sensor suite for a ship. I don't know if it's uncommon, but yeah, I thought it would be something common. Most ships have.
System suite. Oh, cool. Wow, the one thing I need, suddenly it's... Right what I needed. I found the one thing I needed after it's over. Okay, so... Are you staying on the ship to do this?
Yeah, me. Yeah, I can stay on the ship a little longer, but I do want to figure out kind of where the people are, so we don't have to spend time looking around.
Okay.
Or if there's any enemies,
as soon as
here, we'll figure that out.
As soon as Viserion can, he's going to get off the ship and go look at that starfighter and see what damage it's suffering from.
Make
Selena would
a...
have already gotten off by the time it landed.
So... Make
Yeah, I
a
figured that was your
hard perception check.
Me?
For me?
Yeah, Warden.
Okay. Just a hard? It's just hard
Yeah.
difficulty?
Just hard difficulty.
Well, rip.
Afraid not.
Well, I'm just
You're
gonna
gonna-
go off the ship and I'm gonna just be disguised as like a Corellian thug, and I'm gonna have my walking carpet with me.
Back to other people not doing things. Viserion and Selena, you guys are approaching the starfighter?
Yep.
Are you guys trying to determine what kind it is?
Yeah,
Or just basically what kind of damage it has?
Selena's just trying to secure the area.
Cool. So I need Selena to make an average vigilance check. And I need Viserion to make a hard warfare check.
Warfare.
Could I give him help with that warfare check?
Based on your previous roll, you can point out things.
Okay.
You can give him a boost. Not, you can't really combine your check at this
Okay.
point.
So I give him a boost.
Okay. I think it's to both y'all in just a second. Somehow
Well-
that was.
That did not go really well.
What was the result? I'm away from my computer.
I failed with 2 advantages.
Oh.
Is someone doing something? Because I don't hear anything.
Because I'm doing things on the side. I'm getting to you in a second. Calm down.
No. It's just like it just went quiet, so I can't tell if someone's having mic trouble.
Gotcha. So, in order, Selena, the rain and wind is kind of getting to your way and kind of making your hair a bit more padded than it usually is, making it stick a bit more. But you managed to, for the most part, blow it out and keep a good eye on the surrounding areas. Yeah, this is the only building still standing you can see around you. There doesn't seem to be anything approaching. It doesn't seem anything has been here in quite some time, save for the starship that you're currently taking point around. Viserion, unfortunately, you have no clue what kind of starship this is, but you can tell that this ship, as far as damage is concerned, was not damaged by anything. It was not damaged by blaster bolts.
Okay. So, alright. I don't know what type of ship it is, but I can see the damage, right?
Yes, you can see the damage. There's no sign of burn damage, at least from like a blaster bolt, something like that. There's no sign of blaster fire onto the ship itself.
Impact and stuff?
Yes.
Alright, so most of this should
It looks mostly just dented and scratched.
Sure.
And, yeah.
So a lot of the damage is superficial and system strain, probably.
No, there are pieces of it that are missing.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna start I guess I'll start going through the various. Is the cockpit locked?
To this ship?
Yeah.
It is. Actually, it is not. Sorry.
Okay. So I'm gonna crawl around in the cockpit, look for an owner's manual, and start doing like system checks to see if I can get this. What it would take to get this thing limping, even if it can't be like fully flying. What would it take to get it limping?
I need you to make a hard mechanics check with 1 red and 3 setback die.
All right, hard mechanics. 1 of them's red. 3 setbacks. Give it a roll. See how it goes. Check successful with 2 threats. Yeah.
Why must you fail me so often?
So, I don't know.
So anyway,
you take strain or
no, don't worry. I have my plans. So I'm guessing you are using 1 light side to succeed and 1 light side to reduce the threat.
yeah, that's what I'm doing.
So at first you're having a hard time like finding any sort of real clues, but then you kind of pull on yourself like to focus and to think and to have some clarity of like what might you do in this situation, and you feel yourself being guided by the force to look, and you see what appears amounts to a data pad log. The reason why the threat comes from the fact that it's encrypted somewhat.
Mm-hmm.
You get some insight from the force. You don't really get too much, but you are able to figure out how to pull up a system diagnostics on the ship.
Okay.
As far as who this ship belongs to, it's hard to say.
Yeah. I'm operating under an assumption, but but what I was trying to do was just determine how much work it would take to get this thing in.
This thing is heavily damaged. It's in critical condition right now.
Okay. So I need some parts and things. It's not something that can be fixed with chewing gum and duct tape. Got it. So I'll take the data pad and hop out, and I'll call Warden and say like I've got an encrypted data pad for assessing the ship.
Before you jump out,
Yeah.
can I recommend that you download the last several locations from the astrogation computer for where it's been? Because if we think this is hers and we want to confirm it, it'd be easy to do if it came from Mandalore recently and hopped around in the pattern of her bounties that we got on the list.
Well, I mean that's entirely possible, but that's why I'm calling for Warden.
Oh,
because Warden will be way better at that than me.
Well, sorry, what was the thing? What did you need to do?
I need someone to mess with the ship's computer. I've got an encrypted data pad.
Oh, got it.
And I've also got like we want to pull the navigational records from the Navi computer for where the ship is.
I'm good at all that.
Yeah, I know, right? Like you're rolling way more than my 2 green dice.
Yeah, I have 5. I have 5 dice. I have 4 yellow, 1 green. So yeah. Just let me add it.
Well, before I touch it and screw it up, I'll let you take care of that, and I'll hop down and join. Was it Selena who was?
Yeah, Selena.
Keeping an eye. So I'll go head that direction.
I'm gonna keep all the credits though. Just make sure you know that. If I get any credits, they're mine.
That being said, so you're gonna call Warden over to help you out with this nonsense?
Well, I'm actually gonna leave the cockpit entirely and tell Warden to go in it.
Okay.
And figure it out.
Warden is going inside?
Yeah.
Fantastic. So you find everything pointed out to you before, sitting on in the cockpit.
Yep.
What are you gonna do first?
So there's a data pad you said that's encrypted.
Yes.
And then there's the ship itself that's encrypted, and anything else.
That's about it.
I think the data pad might be more useful at first. It might have actual personal information to unlock the ship, so I'm gonna hack that first. So what's
So I need you to make a average check with one red and one black.
Is it? I'm just gonna look at
Average
my talents
computer
for a
shit.
second. Looking at my talents. Give me 1 second. Does this Codebreaker use work on this? Cipher and break codes. Okay, so I'm gonna remove the black. So it's what difficulty again? 1 red, 2 purple. The force.
One more time, sorry.
What's the difficulty? Sorry.
So it's 1 red, 1 purple for you now. If you're removing setback. So you managed to crack the code with ease, and once it opens up, you see the last thing. Was someone was about to initiate an emergency SOS beacon. But
do I get the sense that maybe this is Crystal's ship at all? Can I make a perception on that?
You can make
suggest that.
You can make an average warfare check with 1 setback.
Okay, with 1 setback. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Average, you said.
Yes, sir. Based on the coded language and the word uses and such, you can tell that this is Mandalorian. This is like a Mandalorian speaking amongst their kind of like Mandalorian language used for logging. Based on your light bit of research, having been with them and sort of taking a glean of their information and such.
I want to come over. I want to come over Dex. Dex, what ship does Crystal drive? Does this? He's gonna send over I guess over the comm this data he found. Does this sound anything familiar to you about Crystal's stuff?
So Dex is in the the lounge area with that hollow table. He receives the data, looks it up, and looks at the data. Can I make a computer check to see if I recognize anything that could be crystals?
Sure, so it'll just be average for you. Yep, you recognize it almost immediately. It's the same sort of coded language and speech she uses to you whenever she sends you messages during. She used to send you messages during missions and such whenever she sends you contact information.
So Dex comes back in. Yes, this is what Crystal would do. This ship belongs to Crystal. She's here. This
is Crystal's ship. All right, and the emergency message go turn. When was it made?
It appears to have been made almost a week ago.
So she tried to make it and couldn't send it. Do I get that kind of feeling?
It's more like something happened that prevented. It's more so if you can get the sense that she didn't get the chance to actually send it. It's almost like she was about to do it and then for some reason stopped.
We're just gonna calm everyone, and he's gonna say, "This is Crystal's ship. She was trying to make a emergency message, and something or someone stopped her from sending the message. She is here, or was here. We should probably search this whole place. Though I don't think having our guard down would be good, so if we go inside, we have to be careful." With that said, though, I am going to, I guess, hack into the ship as well and see if it's been used, actually. Besides the fact that it's been sitting here for a week.
Are you spending any... Are you going to try to do it as fast as possible, or are you just taking your time to do it?
I don't know, maybe with the data pad, I don't know if I'm going to scour it a little bit, but I want to just... I'm going to try to get in quickly. I don't want to spend a ton. It's not that important. I'm going to try to be quick with it.
Alright, just make an average computer check with 1 red, please.
So 1 red, 1 purple?
Mm-hmm. You're able to make sense of a specific notation, despite the previous experience with it, unfortunately.
Well,
The
I'm just
description
gonna
level is
say
pretty.
I couldn't get into the ship quickly, but I think we should begin our search quickly, and I'm going to hold on to our data pad and try to. I'm gonna read up. I want to read on the data pad and see what she was doing here. Really, I want to try to search for that information.
Oh, what is everyone else doing, by the way? Helios, are you doing anything in particular?
I will kind of like look around and see if I can find any claw marks on anything. I mean, I don't expect to find them, but just in case. And recommend to Viserion that recommend to Viserion that he might want to see if he can sense anyone here.
So are you taking your time to search, or are you just trying to make a quick look around for anything?
Well, they seem like they're going kind of slow, so I'll go kind of slow. I don't really need to rush.
Oh,
Well, I mean, if I go slow, am I going to be outpacing them on the time I'm taking, or will it be about the same as what they're doing?
about the same time.
Okay, then I'll go slow. I mean, I don't want to slow them down, but I don't want to go faster than I have to.
I mean, you don't have a large search area yourself, anyway. Comparatively speaking.
Viserion will kind of chuckle and go, of all the powers that I've ever heard of, that's one that I've never learned how to do.
He's just gonna like stop and like turn his head at this guy like, what the hell? Like, it's almost like the expression on his face is sort of like every one of the generals could do that. He's just like in shock, and he just like goes back to looking for his claw marks.
Okay.
Never was a Padawan.
I know that, but I mean, this guy's just still kind of like, you got to understand where he's coming from.
Oh, absolutely. I just since I just thought it was kind of funny to go. Actually, I can't do that.
I'll go Helios. So you take your time to like look explicitly for any signs of like essentially what you amount to the beast that might have done this. Your search eventually gets you to the new ship that you guys have been looking around at. And you notice that there are slight markings that like when you're looking for on the piloting on the the moment I try to say it, I forget what the word is. On the front window.
Oh.
And on certain parts of the wings.
Okay, so external.
And you can see, yes, external.
Outside the cockpit, on the glass, what transparent steel or whatever, and same thing on the wings.
Mm-hmm.
Are the marks in the wings deep enough that somebody could have held on for a while, or are they like light marks? And do they go to the very ends like they would have like slid off?
Yes, exactly like that. You can see a point where the claw marks kind of get deeper all of a sudden towards the edge of one of the wings, as if something slid and then tightened its grip, but eventually it kind of like chinkers off as if something lost its grip at the very end.
And then, based on the ship, if you lost your grip there, just check some other areas of the ship to make sure like it couldn't have reconnected and then maybe climbed in somewhere.
From the looks of it,
I'm expecting the answer probably a no, but I just want to, just eliminate all possibilities.
There's no chance anything like that could have happened on this particular ship.
You never know. Viserion did say that this one was a very athletic one that could jump and.
Well, based on where the claw marks end and where the other parts of the ship are, it could not have happened as long as the ship was going straight.
Okay.
So I have a question about this.
Mm-hmm.
This ship was a bounty hunter ship, right? Well, at least we're operating under that assumption. We're fairly certain. Where in the ship would she hold her bounties?
I mean, that'd be a data pad. That's probably in the data pad that I have.
Are you looking for like a physical place or?
Yeah, like I'm looking for like you said a starfighter,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like, but starfighters typically don't have large like cargo holds or anything like that.
That's correct.
So where would you put a body or a person if you were dragging them into custody?
Aren't some starfighters two-seaters?
Yeah,
Yeah.
some of them can.
X-wings.
Right. I was kind of looking for a, you know what I'm saying? I want to check that compartment for a person. Make sure there's no one in there still.
Um. Oh, So you get, so you look, so are you looking, so you're looking to the data pad to see where her bodies might have gone to?
No, I'm looking at the ship. And I'm going,
So,
if a bounty
just-
hunter flew this ship and you successfully stunned out a creature that you would need to take in for a bounty, where would you put said creature? Where would you load them?
So, appears that this ship is big enough to hold, to be operated by a crew of up to 4 people, and can hold around 20 people inside as passengers. With that way, it has much space.
Okay, so this is a much larger ship than I was thinking when you said starfighter.
Yes, it's a fighter. It's a fighter, but it's also seems like a fighter transport ship almost.
So like a U-wing.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
By the way, a quick question I have: are we planning to play to 5:30 or 6:30?
Do you need to get off at a certain time?
Yeah, I'm thinking like sooner versus later would be kind of convenient for me because I haven't really eaten anything today.
That's fine. I mean, hey, well, there is 5 of you today, so if some of you want to drop off, and then we can catch up, guys, up next week. We can. So no, Dex just said yes to go to dinner as well.
I don't mind whenever. I'm probably gonna take a nap right after we're done.
Oh, if we're dropping 2, then let's just call it at that point. Let's kind of wrap this in 10
I'm
minutes.
okay with that.
All right. So that is the last revelation you guys have of this ship.
And we'll be ready to go into the facility next week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good enough for me.
That's it.
All right.
I'll
Glad to hear it.
end the recording.